So, gentlemen, today we are going to look at the situation in Nigeria as it concerns the safety of Christians, as it concerns the peace and unity of the country, as it concerns the ongoing shedding of the blood of innocent Christians in the name of Islamization being perpetrated by no other group than the Fulani, supported in one arm by the Sokoto Caliphate and by another arm by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The recent just killing was not the first, and as I'm speaking today, it will not be the last. We have witnessed many killings in southern Kaduna. We have witnessed many killings in Benue State. All of them followed by illegal appropriation of the people's ancestral lands. We have witnessed the massacre of more than 50 Christians worshiping in our Catholic church on a fateful Sunday morning. Nothing happened. We are not talking about compensation. We are not talking of bringing the culprits to book. It ended. The next week, the federal government will tell us, the police will tell us, the army will tell us, we'll just cut some of the instigators. We've got some of culprits. What happened to them? We know not. We are witnessed here in Nigeria, priests being beheaded live. Many people being kidnapped, some butchered and killed. And we think nothing is happening. Every morning we wake up, we pray to God, help us, protect us. Every Sunday we go to church, we sing and praise God. Some Christians have abandoned their homes, their ancestral homes. They are living as refugees in their home countries. Some are being buried on ceremonies in mass graves in their home. And the government is doing nothing. Why is Israel today at war with Hamas? America spends thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, just for the sake of one person, one citizen. What has the Nigerian government done with the killing of our people today? It's not going to end that way. We're not talking about, it's not a question of compensation, because no amount of compensation can bring the life lost, slaughtered back. We were talking about the necessity of protection, the necessity of stopping it, and necessity of concerted action, if not by the government, but by the populace. This is the issue of you are in Nigeria where you don't know if you'll be the victim tomorrow. It's not a question of running away. Those people being killed today did not talk. They did not speak like people like us. They did not protest against the government like some of us. They did not criticize the government like some of us. People being kidnapped daily and slaughtered did not come out to criticize the government. Some have been supporting the government. Some have been sitting on the fence. Some have been saying, not my concern, not my business. And they ended up being slaughtered in cold blood. And we think everything is moving normal in this country called Nigeria. You have a country where Christians are 60% in population, demographically defined. When you calculate the number of states, 36 states and Abuja, and take each state piecemeal and watch the number of Christians in each state and number of Muslims. Even among those countries, those states that are defined as Muslim majority, you look at the percentage of Christians there, compared with the percentage of Muslims in those states that are defined as Christian in the South. And yet, we have a country where the president is a Muslim and where the vice president is a Muslim. And our church leaders, our Christians, believe that things are normal in this country. They think these are normal in this country. They think Nigeria is normal. They think we're living peacefully. They think we're moving forward. They think that the life of the Christian is what is matters. The life of Christian matters to the government, matters to the people. It even matters to the Christians themselves. And we are sitting, watching, and they're cleaning us. In my secondary school, I studied history of Fulani Jihad. In university, I studied the history of Fulani Jihad. As a university teacher, I also taught Fulani Jihad. And my perception has been, how could such have happened? How could the Fulani have conquered the whole Hausa states? This was a small group of people without resistance. 200 years after, I am witnessing the same episode happening to my people, happening to me, happening to our land. And people think I'll be happy. People think I will keep quiet. People think we should fold our hands because we are afraid to die. Those who are being killed today, were they not afraid to die? Did they know those 200 that were killed on Christmas Eve, more than 200 killed on Christmas Eve, did they know that they will not celebrate Christmas? Were they not preparing for the same Christmas, even New Year celebration? Some of them had even bought clothes for their children for the same celebration. You could see a dead woman with a baby crying on the back of her slaughtered mother in a country. And it ended. They've been buried, they've been marked grave. Nothing. The next thing is governor of Plateau State was in Jesus Christ. Was in Lagos, paying homage to the president who spearheaded, who sat over this slaughter. And we think Nigeria is normal. Today, we're even watching the same people strategically trying to divide us, divide the Christians, creating things fall apart. Shouldn't actually told us things fall apart and the center are no longer. But we're saying that things will not fall apart. And let me first of all address the issue of Igbo-Yoruba problem. I have my own different perspective about the so-called attack of the Igbo people in Lagos State, destruction and demolition of their stores. These are not being done by Yoruba people. And I will not like the Igbo to describe what is going as a Yoruba affair. Because when you describe the demolition of Igbo property, which some reasonable Yoruba people benefit from, then you are insulting the personality of those Yoruba people who stake their life to support the cause of the Igbo, both in the last election and previously, and still stand by the Igbo today. We must see what is happening in Lagos State as the handiwork of a small Muslim group, an Islamization vanguard being sponsored by the Fulani Yoruba Muslim angle to sow the seed of discord between the Igbo and the Yoruba, to give it the impression that the Yoruba are against the Igbo, to give the Igbo the impression that the whole Yoruba hate the Igbo. So the Igbo, especially the Christians, should know that it is pattern of dividing Islamization. Because those people who are destroying, who are demolishing Igbo property are not worse than the Igbo leaders who are eating and dining and whining with the same people in this APC government, which are coming out to speak against what is happening against their people, which are coming out to speak against the killings in this country. So there must be unity of purpose. We must redefine. We must redefine our Christian identity. And in redefining our Christian identity, we must look beyond our ethnic division. A Yoruba Christian is a closer brother to me than an Igbo man who dines and wines with the Fulani against his people. must know, especially for the Igbo, that the killing in Plateau State, the killing in the Middle Belt, also concerns the Igbo man. Because the Igbo man is like a lizard. The Igbo say there's no land without lizard. Any land you visit and you don't see an Igbo man in the globe, you better quit. Then that land is evil. The Igbo man should realize that the Middle Belt is their second homeland because they share the same feature, they share the same historical experience, they share the same hatred, the same persecution by the Muslim Fulani vanguard. They face the same extermination threat by Sokoto Caliphate. The reason, because they are Christians. And why is the Igbo man hated? Because he's a Christian. The Fulani
doesn't want to take a second state to the Fulani.
Yes. So we must look at our identity as Christians and not as Igbo, not as Yoruba, not as Biron, not as thieves. Because those people attacking us under the umbrella of Islam, under the aegis of Islamization and jihad. And they do not know whether you are an Anglican, whether you're a Roman Catholic, or whether you are Protestant or a Pentecostal or Sabbath. All they know is that you are a Christian and you deserve to die. You deserve to be conquered. You deserve to be Islamized forcefully if you are not killed. And here we come up the issue of who are our leaders. I'm speaking from Philippines today, and I'm proud to be in Philippines today. Reason, the Philippines is what it is today because of action of some men, especially when we think about Cardinal Sin, the Catholic Cardinal of Manila, who one day got up and said, enough is enough, and mobilized the people. What our Christian leaders doing? We saw Father Okoje, Cardinal Okoje, speaking out in support of General Buhari to take over the president of the country from Christian President Jonathan. We saw John Cardinal Onayeko. We saw Archbishop Kaigama, Bishop Kuka. We saw many Pentecostal church leaders standing out for a Muslim president against a Christian president. When we know from historical experience, the worst Christian leader in Nigeria has performed better, has been more human than the best Muslim president of Nigeria today. I want us to go back and check the history. Check the record of Gowon's regime. Check the record of Obasanjo. Check the record of Shonekom within that 6 or 3 months. Check the record of Agui Ironsi. Check the record of Jonathan. And see the state of Nigeria when you're talking about tranquility, unity, peace, apart from the issue of Ironsi, which was, during the turbulent period of the pogrom and subsequent civil war. Then look at it. No Muslim president will ever bring Nigeria forward to the land of progress. It will continue to be killing and killing. We've killed. They killed our people. 50, more than about 60 Christians worshiping in a church, in a Roman Catholic church. What stopped the church? What stopped the bishops from mobilizing their members out of the country, out on the streets? What stops today? If the church decide to stop this nonsense, they will stop it. If the Christians decide to stop this nonsense, these killings in the country, they will stop it. It takes for the Christian to, if you know you're a Christian and you know that what is happening in this country is not your own interest, you troop out of the street. If you're a Christian banker, don't go to work. If you're a Christian policeman, don't go to service. If you're a Christian lecturer, don't teach. If you're a Christian trader, don't go until this nonsense is stopped. It will stop that day. Unless we do that, we don't know whose turn it will be. We are seeing a bishop being kidnapped, and the Anglican Church, Bishop of Oyo Diocese, Anglican Bishop of Oyo, kidnapped, and the Anglican Church paid huge sums of money to the Muslim kidnappers to be released. We saw the head of Methodist Church in Nigeria, prelate, kidnapped with the Bishop of Owerri. The Methodist Church of Nigeria paid millions of naira to release their prelates from Muslim custody. We see many pastors being beheaded, openly slaughtered, and we think things are normal. Gentlemen, let us reflect. Because we live in this world, but only once. Life, we don't own our life. So you think you cannot say the truth because you don't want to die. When the death will come to you, you will regret it. Thank you, gentlemen, for the moment.
Thank you very much. Great.
Quite unfortunate it happened. Quite unfortunate, really. But I can recall that before that incident happened, there was a kind of intelligence report that was sent on this our platform. And with that, I believe that the intelligence report was sent to the government and to even the people of the community. I have said here some time ago that when somebody is pursuing you and you keep running, you have given the person the opportunity and power to continue to go after you.